Hello everyone, my name is Danai. I am a psychologist and also a dating and relationship coach, and this video is obviously about Valentine's Day. So how do you feel this day? I know that I used to feel very triggered this day. I was triggered from all these love is in the air, balloons, gifts, hearts, people holding hands. All these beautiful things used to trigger me very badly. And even if I was in a relationship and I did have a boyfriend, I also felt triggered because I didn't do the things I really wanted to do, and I didn't spend the day the way I wanted to spend the day. So I used to feel very frustrated this day, and also a sense of injustice, like what have I done to deserve this, and other people can have it easily and I cannot have this. And then I started to turn things around and I started to feel much better because I started facing this day from my feminine energy. I healed some wounds around this day and now I can enjoy it with or without a boyfriend. So in this video I'm going to talk about this, about how you can create more of what you want into your life and how can you feel more love this day and of course all the other days. So the first thing I want to say to you is, if you want more love into your life and you want to see more of this expression of love in your life, there is nothing wrong about you. It's not a bad thing. Actually, it's a very beautiful desire. Do not criticize yourself if you want more in this life and you cannot be compromised with what it is right now. And I say this to you because many times we used to judge ourselves and we say to ourselves things like, why you can never be content with what you have? Why do you always want more? But this is something very normal, and it's a beautiful thing to want to invite more love into your life. So my first tip for today is just feel what you are feeling. This is your first step. Most of the times we want to avoid what we feel in our bodies, but feminine energy is all about feeling and allow ourselves to feel. So just start noticing your feelings, and if it helps you, it helps me, write down your feelings. Do you feel happy this day? Do you feel sad? Do you feel restless? Do you feel excited? Do you feel a pain in your stomach? How do you feel about this day? Do you feel lonely? Don't judge, just notice and write down whatever comes up. And if you do not feel very content right now with how things are, if you are single or if you are in a relationship but it's not in a great place, maybe during this process, maybe some tears come up. Let them come up. Don't judge them. Let everything come up. Many times we bypass our feelings and we just want to have what we want without feeling our way through. But this is going to lead you nowhere. If you do not feel your feelings, you cannot go anywhere. You have to start right there. So the first tip is feel your feelings. My second tip for today is a Valentine's ritual. And I am very fond of rituals. Rituals help us to understand where we are right now, and they help us to go where we want to go. So this day, it's important to spend some time with yourself and notice what you want to release from your life. If you are in a relationship, just think about all the things that you want to let go from your relationship. Maybe you want to let go of the fights. Maybe you want to let go of the bad communication. Or maybe you want to let go of the habit to say yes when in reality you want to say no. So notice what behaviors, what things you repeat that doesn't serve you anymore. Write it down on a paper and then you can just burn it. If you are single, you can do exactly the same thing but with your past relationships. You can notice what you used to repeat again and again, what were your patterns, what you want to get rid of the past, and write down all these things. And then you just burn this paper, and this is a beautiful symbolic way of releasing all these energies that you don't want into your life anymore. And then after that, sit down again with yourself and start thinking about all the things that you want to invite in your life and your relationship. How do you want to feel inside this relationship? What kind of feelings you want to feel? Maybe you want to feel more loved. Maybe you want to feel priority. Maybe you want to feel sexy. Whatever you want to have more of, just write it down. Don't start writing down what you want the other person to do, because this is masculine energy. You do not control anybody else. You are with yourself and you write down how do you want to feel. In this way, you are in your feminine energy. Do not have an opinion about how all these things are going to be expressed in your life. Do not have a specific scenario that you want to play out. Just focus on the feelings and then just keep this paper with yourself. You can have it on your bag. You can put some perfume on it, so you nurture it in a way. So have your little ritual, because rituals are a way of loving ourselves and give attention to ourselves. The next tip is about receptivity. Feminine energy is a receptive energy, and it's very, very important to be able to receive as a woman. So let's say that you are in a relationship or in a marriage. Maybe it's in a great place or maybe it is not, it doesn't matter. And your guy comes home with a flower, with a rose, and he wants to gift you a rose. What happens a lot with us women is that many times we just get into our heads and we start to criticize what we get. And we may say things to ourselves like, okay, it's just one rose, I wanted more roses, or I didn't want to receive flowers this day. I just wanted to hear, I love you, I missed you, you are my woman, or I wanted him to ask me out, or whatever it is that I want. And with our attitude, we reject his offer. And if you recognize yourself in this, please stop doing this and start being receptive to what this guy has to give to you spontaneously. Be receptive and appreciative about what this man has to give to you. When you are receptive and when you are in your feminine energy and you are appreciative, you activate your guy's masculine energy. And what happens is that he wants to give more and more to you because you appreciate what he has to give to you. If you start by accepting this flower with your heart, maybe later this evening you are going to hear, I love you, what you want to hear, or let's go out for dinner, or let's go to the movies, whatever. It's very, very possible that this evening is going to unfold really, really beautifully for you too. Instead, if you reject it, you give this signal to this man that whatever he has to offer to you is not significant, it's not important, and that he cannot make you happy with whatever he chooses to give to you. So what happens is that the guy stops trying. Your man is not inspired to give to you because you order him to do so. He is inspired to give to you because of your energy, because of your receptive energy. And also, if you are single, you can do the same thing. If you notice that good things are coming your way, just receive them and do not reject them. Let's say that a guy in the street makes you a compliment. Just be warm, smile, and receive his compliment gracefully. This way, you encourage more and more love to come towards your way. My next tip is about honesty and authenticity. There are some men that do not consider this day a special day, and they do not get the point of celebrating a day like that. Do not feel obligated to agree with him or with anybody that says something different than what you are feeling in your heart. And do not feel obligated to match with other people's opinions. Maybe for somebody else it's not a big deal, but for you it is. So Just honor this and don't hide yourself. If your guy believes it's not a special day, just share with him how you feel about this day. You can share with him that it's kind of a big thing for you, and if you do not have any plans, you feel a little bit miserable, and or you feel angry when you see other couples doing things and you do not have any plans, or you feel jealousy, you feel sad, whatever it is that what you are feeling in your body, you can share it with him without blaming him for what you are feeling in your body. Just share with him how you honestly feel. When you share with your guy how you really feel, usually he steps up and he has an idea and he takes initiative and he just make plans out of nowhere. Maybe he says to you, okay, let's go out for dinner, or let's go to the movies, or he surprises you later with something. So if he gets activated into his masculine energy and he does one of these things, again, be receptive and warm and appreciative. Do not demand that it is as important for him as for you, because this cannot happen. And do not punish him if this day it's not so important for him as for you, but it is already enough if this guy wants to do something nice for you and if he wants to make you happy this day. Just receive from him and be grateful. And this way, when you get in touch with your feminine energy self, you can create more of what you want into your life. My last tip for today is, let's say that your guy doesn't want to do any of these things, even if he knows how you feel about this day. Just focus on yourself and give to your feminine self what she wants to feel this day. Remember when you were writing down how you want to feel. So create more of this into your life. You can do what pleases you this day. You can go out for dinner with a friend. You can buy yourself flowers or heart balloons or whatever makes you happy, whatever lights you up. Create this space of love for yourself and shower yourself with love. And do not make this guy the center of your attention. Do not give all your power away, and don't think that this is the only person that is responsible for your happiness, because he is not. You are responsible for your happiness, and there are many, many people around you that love you and support you, and they show this to you. Maybe they are your children or your colleagues or your friends, your mom and dad, whoever. Receive from them. And don't get me wrong, I do not say that you have to stay in a relationship that you do not feel fulfilled and that you have to fill the void that you feel with this person with other ways. Of course, if it feels right to you to go away from your relationship, you can do it in any point you want. But before you do this, just try to get in touch again with your feminine energy, because your feminine energy activates your guy to get into his masculine energy, and you feel much more happy and content and fulfilled in this dynamic. I hope this video helped you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend that needs to hear this. I wish you happy Valentine's Day.